Hi guys, it's Mrs. Lowitz here. I just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. And I don't know about you, but I've had a long day of online learning, and I'm sure you have too. So it's, I don't know, about 6 o'clock, and I have some chores to do out on the farm. So I was going to take you along with me on a trip because I'm sure that you have chores that you're responsible for at home too. At the end of this, we can compare and we can look to see if your chores look anything like my chores. So come on, we'll head out to the barn. Headed out to the barn, and this is where the donkey and the cows and the chickens stay. Augie, you stay there. Say hi to Augie, everybody. If you haven't seen her for a while, she always likes to come out to the barn, but she's not a good listener yet out there, and so she has to stay in the backyard while we go out there. So we're gonna walk to go see the donkey and get him some food. He's back here grazing right now, but he's a lot of fun, and I know that you'll enjoy meeting him. So one of the things that we have to do when we get to the barnyard is unlock the gate, because the donkey likes to escape. He has some friends in the back. I don't know if you can see any of them, but there are horses back there. They're over there in the corner, and he, if he could, would leave our house and walk down the road to go and visit, and he's not allowed to do that. So we have to make sure that we get the gate locked once we go in. And you can see Cuervo right back here. He's great. Maybe not today, I don't know why. So this is Cuervo. He is our rescue donkey. We've had him for probably about 7 years, and before we got him, he was homeless. They found him wandering in an orange grove, and he has some health problems, but he's much better now. You'll see this mask on his face. He has to wear this because of flies. Flies can be really detrimental to farm animals, and so to protect his eyes and to protect his nose, we keep the fly mask on him. He can still see through it. It's completely see-through for him. It's just kind of like a screen that goes over his face to keep him safe. So he is kind of really dirty right now. He is shedding his winter coat, and I don't know if you could see this. You can come closer, because this donkey is something else. He loves to roll in dirt. This is his favorite thing, and this is how he gets the flies and whatever else is bothering him off. But right now he's shedding just kind of like a dog does, and he really needs a brushing super bad. So we are, I'm gonna walk over and get his brush real quick, and I'm gonna brush him because that's part of my chores. So just like you have to brush your hair or you brush your teeth every day, have to take care of our animals in the same way. So sometimes he cooperates with this, sometimes he doesn't. So we'll see what our luck is gonna be, because donkeys are very stubborn. So let's see if he is ready to be a good learner today. Come on. And it doesn't look like it, so I'm just gonna grab the brush real quick. Usually he knows I'm up to something. He does not like to get sprayed. He doesn't like a bath. Sometimes he'll put up with me brushing him. And this is just a brush that I put on my hand, and I just run it across his coat to get the dirt and all the extra hair and the dandruff and everything else. And you can see I could do this every day and he would still have this much of his fur coming off of him. So he is he's a lot of responsibility, but he does a good job around here. He does work for his place to stay. He protects the chickens, and he also is very good friends and protects the cows, especially the calves when they are just born. He is very protective. The only thing that he doesn't like around here are the dogs. So he's being pretty good right now, and I could be out here for another hour trying to brush him and groom him, and I know you don't have that kind of time to watch me do this, but I just wanted to show you that this is one of my chores. See what he's done too. That's something that we have to do to keep Cuervo healthy and in good shape. So I'm gonna go put my brush back. Because you see they're happily eating their food, and everybody's getting along right now, so we're gonna let them go. These are our girls. We only have girls. We don't have any bulls, and 2 of them are babies. They're a little less than a year old, and the rest are mama cows. And they have about 10 acres that they are accustomed to just walking around. Here comes the boss. So there's horses in the background. I was telling you that the donkey likes to go and visit. Our neighbors behind us have a horse farm, and they rehabilitate horses. So her chores look a little bit different than ours do. So the donkey's been fed, the cows have been fed, and now we're gonna go see if we can find any eggs and make sure the chickens have everything that they need. So let me go clean up my mess. So another piece of this, and this is kind of a yucky part, but if you look around, farm animals make a big mess on everything. They get into the hay and they spread it all over the stalls. They walk on the concrete and they go to the bathroom all over the place. So all of this kind of stuff are things that we have to take care of daily. So in a little bit, we're going to get a broom and a hose, and we're going to sweep all of this stuff off of our patio. And I will spare you the details on that. Hopefully none of you are having to clean up chicken poop at home, but we do here. So let's walk out to the eggplant, and we will look to see if we can find any eggs out there. So we keep this gate closed so that the donkey can't get into the chicken coop during the day, because if he could, he would eat all of their food, because he's kind of a pig like that. So here's another gate we have to unlock, and you can see the chickens again over there. They just sort of go wherever they want to go and do whatever they want to do for the most part. This is we have 2 chicken coops out here. So the one that is straight ahead is what we call the hen den. And this is where our little chickens go while they're what we call pullets. They're not quite big enough to go into the big coop, which is over here behind me. So we're just gonna check to see that they have enough food and water in here. They don't lay eggs in this part of it. So they do have food and they do have water, so they're good in there. So let's go see if we can find any eggs. There's Chuck again. He follows everybody around. You'll see him and the girls from school. They're really used to being around people, being around you guys all day, and they really miss being at school, but they're making the most of being out on the farm right now. So they do miss you, and are excited to get back to their little place back at school. So this is the big chicken coop, and this is where the older chickens, like the ones from school, go at night. And so if you see right in the nesting box, left us a present, they laid later this afternoon. So this is one of the blue eggs. So this is from one of the Americana chickens. And those are the ones, if you remember from school, they're the ones that are kind of the copper and black colored ones that lay this kind of egg. So we've been getting 5 to 6 to 7 of these eggs a day. But what we've had to be really careful of right now, we have a lot of blackbirds or crows that come, and if we're not careful, they sneak into the coop when we're not looking, and they can fit these eggs, believe it or not, in their beaks, and they fly away with them and they eat the eggs. So we have to really watch that. Okay, so the chickens are taken care of, the cows are taken care of, the donkey's taken care of. And that's about all of the responsibility that we have out here. We do have one more little chicken coop that we checked because we do have a chicken, believe it or not, that only has one wing. And so she needs to have a place where she can get into a nesting box without having to fly up or perch on anything. And so we have a coop just for her where she can go and lay eggs when she needs to. So that's in here in this stall. And as luck would have it, she laid an egg today. So that's 2 that we've gotten this afternoon. The birds can't get to this one. The blackbirds can't get to those particular eggs because they don't know how to fly inside of her coop. So we're usually pretty lucky with her. So we're gonna head on back to the house and finish up while we're out here. We will have to come out later on this evening because once it starts to turn dusk, we have to lock the chickens up and put them away so that there are no predators that will be able to have access to them. We have a lot of raccoons and skunks and possums and foxes and bobcats and coyotes that like to lurk around at night and prey on the chickens. And so we have a big responsibility to make sure that we get everybody put up before bedtime so that they stay safe during the night. And with a couple of them, all they do is run around and chase each other and play all day. So, all right, so I want you to think about the chores that you have at home, because I'm sure now that you're at home all day that your parents have you hard at work, not only doing your schoolwork, but also doing some chores. And I'd be interested to hear from you about how your chores look compared to mine. I'm gonna go back in. I still have to feed the dogs. I have to take care of Leo the lizard. Most of you have seen Leo. We have the cat that we need to take care of. We have a rabbit that we need to take care of. And so my chores probably look a little bit different, but I'd love to hear about the kinds of things that you guys are doing to help out around the house with your family. So drop me a line, an email, let your teachers know, and we'll have Mrs. Bassett post some of the things that you're doing to help out your families during this time on our Facebook page, or have Mr. Josh put it on our YouTube page. I hope you all stay safe. We're thinking of you. We love you. We miss you. And I will do another video soon. Take care.